Your test review covers sections 1.1 and 1.2. The formulas that you need to know for your test are up top. They will not be given to you. So that slope, which is just the change of y, so y2, bless you, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, that will not be given to you. You need to know that. In order to find your x-intercept, you're going to plug in 0 for y, solve for x, and give the ordered pair something, comma, 0. To find your y-intercept, you're going to plug in 0 for x, solve for y, give the ordered pair 0, comma, something. Then in your point slope form, that's that y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And then your slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Again, I said that I'm just going to do the ones that are most similar to the ones that are on your test. So I'm going to go over 2 and 4 from the first section. So it gives you the directions of determine if the given ordered pair or ordered pairs are solutions of the function 3y is equal to 2x plus 5. For number 2, we're given the ordered pair 5, 5. So your x is 5, your y is 5. So that's going to give us, we said 3y is equal to 2 times x plus 5. Yeah. So we're going to plug in the 5 for x, the 5 for y, to give us 3 times 5 is equal to 2 times 5 plus 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. The 2 times 5, 10. The 10 plus 5 gives you 15 is equal to 15. This is a true statement, so yes, this ordered pair is a solution. The next one we're going to look at is number 4, which is the ordered pair negative 4, 1. So that negative 4 is going to be our x, the 1 is going to be our y. That's going to give us 3 times 1 is equal to 2 times negative 4 plus 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times negative 4 is negative 5, or sorry, negative 8 plus 5. Negative 8 plus 5 gives us negative 3. So 3 is equal to negative 3 is a false statement. That means that that negative 4, 0 is not a solution. So the next one that we're going to look at tells you to state the x and y intercepts of the given functions. For number 7, you're given the equation 3y minus 4x is equal to 17. For this one, we're going to first find your x-intercept. So when we find the x-intercept, we plug in 0 for y. So that's going to give us 3 times 0 minus 4x is equal to 17. The 3 times 0 is just 0, so you can cancel that out and just work with the negative 4x is equal to 17. Divide each side by the negative 4, and that gives you that x is equal to negative 17 over 4. That is not your x-intercept. Your x-intercept is the ordered pair, negative 17 over 4, comma 0. For your y-intercept, we're going to plug in 0 for x and solve for y. So for this, we're going to have 3y minus 4 times 0 is equal to 17. The negative 4 times 0 is 0, so that's just 3y is equal to 17. We divide each side by the 3, and we get that y is 17 over 3. Again, that is not your answer. Your answer has to be given as an ordered pair, so your y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, comma 17 over 3. For your next set of questions, it tells you to find the slope of the line passing through the given pair of points. If we look at number 11, we have 6, 13, and 2, negative 7. Our slope formula is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'm going to use the 613 as my x1 and my y1, and my 2 and negative 7 as my x2 and my y2. So that means I'm going to have m is equal to negative 7 minus 13 over 2 minus 6. The negative 7 minus 13 gives us negative 20, and 2 minus 6 is negative 4. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. 4 goes into 20 5 times, so our slope is just 5. For our next questions, we are given the slope and the ordered pair and asked to form the equation of the line in point slope form. If you remember, the equation of a line in point slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So if we look at 13, we're given the ordered pair negative 9, 5 with a slope of 6. So we are going to identify our x1 as negative 9, our y1 as 5, and our m as 6. This is going to then give us, let me put it in, y minus 5 is equal to 6 times x minus negative 9. So those turn into positives, and that gives us y minus 5 is equal to 6 times x plus 9. And that is your answer. For our next section, we're given two ordered pairs, and we're told to find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. If we look at number 15. We have negative 5, negative 6, and negative 8, 9. First thing you need to find is your slope. Once you find your slope, use your slope and one of those original points, plug it into point slope form, then turn that into slope-intercept form. So if we start by finding our slope, again, we're using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to identify that negative 5 as x1, negative 6 as y1, x2 as negative 8, y2 as 9. So to find our slope, we're going to have 9 minus negative 6 over negative 8 minus negative 5. Double negatives turn into positives all around. So that's going to give us 15 over negative 3. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. 3 goes into 15 5 times, so our slope is negative 5. I'm going to use that and the ordered pair negative 5, negative 6. And I'm going to plug this into our point slope formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So that's going to give us y minus negative 6 is equal to negative 5 times x minus negative 5. Double negatives turn into positives to give us y plus 6 is equal to negative 5 times x plus 5. We're going to distribute that negative 5 into the parentheses to give us y plus 6 is equal to negative 5x minus 25. We move the 6 over by subtracting it from both sides, and that's y is equal to negative 5x minus 31. That is the equation in slope-intercept form, so that is your answer. Your next set of questions are telling you to find the slope-intercept form equation of the line that passes through the point negative 5, 2, and is parallel to the line negative 4x plus 2y is equal to 7. For this one, the first thing that you need to recognize is that your answer needs to be in slope-intercept form. From there, it's parallel. If it is parallel, that means that it will have the same slope as the line that's given to you of that negative 4x plus 2y is equal to 7. If we were to find the slope from this line to start with, we would add the 4x over first. That would give us 2y is equal to 4x plus 7. From there, divide each term by 2, and that means that we have y is equal to 2x plus 7 halves. The slope from this line is 2. You want the slope of the line parallel to that. Since it is parallel, that means that it will stay the same So your parallel slope is also 2. The two double lines that are right next to each other in front of that M just represent the word parallel. If that is our slope and we are using the ordered pair, -5, 2, plug this into point slope form and then solve it for y to put it in slope intercept form. So this is going to give us our x1, our y1, and our m. So that means that we're going to have y minus 2 is equal to 2 times x minus -5. Double negatives turn into positives, so that's y minus 2 is equal to 2 times x plus 5. We're going to distribute that 2 into the x plus 5 to give us y minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 10. From here, we're adding the 2 to both sides to give us y is equal to 2x plus 12. For number 17, it tells you to find the slope-intercept form equation of the line that passes through the point 8, -2 and is parallel to the line 1/2 x is equal to 3y minus 5. So a couple things that are important. Slope-intercept form, parallel. So this one's going to have the same slope, just like the one that we did before this. With the 1/2 x is equal to 3y minus 5. Find the slope from this line first. I would move my 5 over by adding it to both sides first. That would give me 3y is equal to 1/2 x plus 5. From here, I don't want to divide that fraction by the 3, so I'm going to get rid of the fraction by multiplying my entire equation by the denominator. That means the 3y gets multiplied by 2, the 1/2 x gets multiplied by 2, and the 5 gets multiplied by 2. That leaves me with 6y is equal to x plus 10. Now, I don't have a fraction that I'm working with, so I can divide each term by that 6 to get y by itself, and that's going to give me y is equal to 1/6 times x plus 10 over 6, which simplifies to be 5 over 3. The slope from this line is 1 over 6. Because I'm working with a line that is parallel to this, it's going to have the same slope as that 1 over 6. So the parallel slope is going to equal to 1 over 6. I'm using that and my ordered pair of 8, -2. So my 8 is my x1, my y1 is that -2, and that's going to go into point slope form, which is y minus -2 is equal to 1/6 times x minus 8. Those double negatives are going to turn positive to give us y plus 2. That 1/6 gets distributed into the x minus 8 to give us 1 over 6 times x minus 8 over 6, which is 4 over 3. From here, I have to move the 2 over. So I'm going to subtract it from both sides. In order for us to subtract fractions, we need like denominators. So we're just going to rewrite this as y is equal to 1/6 times x minus 4 over 3. That 2 is 2 over 1, which if we multiply the bottom and the top by 3, becomes -6 over 3. From here, combine your numerators, keep it over the denominator. That gives you y is equal to 1/6 x minus 10 over 3. We look at our next question. We are finding the slope-intercept form equation of the line that passes through the point 4, -1 and is perpendicular to the line 3x is equal to 6y minus 13. So a couple things that are important. Number 1, our answer has to be in slope-intercept form. Number 2, it's perpendicular, which means opposite and reciprocal for your slope. So start by taking that 3x is equal to 6y minus 13 and put it in slope-intercept form so you can find the slope from that. I would start this by moving the 13 over, so I'm going to add it to both sides. This is going to give us 6y is equal to 3x plus 13. From here, we're going to divide each term by 6 to give us y is equal to 3 over 6, which is 1/2 x plus 13 over 6. Identify your slope from this. Your slope is the number that's in front of the x, which is 1/2. The slope that is on the perpendicular line is going to be the opposite and the reciprocal. So instead of it being positive, it's negative. And instead of it being 1/2, it's 2. So your perpendicular slope is -2. You're going to use the point for -1, plug it into point slope formula, then turn that into slope-intercept form. So that means you're going to have y minus -1 is equal to -2 times x minus 4. Double negatives, once again, turn into positives. So you have y plus 1 is equal to -2 times x minus 4. Distribute your -2 into your x minus 4. That gives you y plus 1 is equal to -2x plus 8. And then you'll subtract the 1 from both sides, and you'll have y is equal to -2x plus 7. If we look at number 19, it tells us to find the slope-intercept form equation of the line that passes through the point 6, -3, and is perpendicular to the line 7 is equal to 3y minus 6. Now, you don't have an x on this 7 minus 3, or 7 is equal to 3y minus 6. So if you were to solve this for y, you would do what you would normally do, move the 6 over. That would give you 13 is equal to 3y. Then divide each side by the 3 to get y is equal to 13 over 3. This line, y is equal to, means that if you were on your y-intercept or your coordinate plane, that means that your line would go through the y-intercept at 13 over 3. If you have a line that is perpendicular to this, first off, your slope is 0. The slope of the line perpendicular to this is going to be the line that is vertical. So your perpendicular slope is going to be undefined. If you remember from 1.1, when we looked at your different slopes, we said that an undefined slope means that your equation is going to look like x is equal to a number. That means from the ordered pair 6, -3, it is just x is equal to that x value in there, which is 6. So x is equal to 6.